It's good morning everyone. Welcome to today's video. The purpose of this video is to show us how we can place a trade as a future trader. Supposing you're given a signal and you're asked to enter market as a future trader, what do you need to do? Okay, the first thing you need to do is to click on your trade zone. I already told us about the uses of this trade zone. Is where you perform all kinds of trades, be you sports trader, future trader. You initiate from your trade zone. Okay, so once I click on my trade zone, it's going to take me to an interface where I will enter my entries. But before then, let me quickly get one signal from our signal group so that we'll work on that one. Okay, kindly hold on. Okay, Netobel signal group. All right, though these signals has already completed their journey, but we'll work with it. Let's make use of this AVNT, the last signal here, so you can still note it down because I won't be coming back here to pick it. You can see very well that the instruction here said we should long. This is the main thing. Once you're giving any signal, what you should look at is the instruction, the dimension the signal is meant to go, either long or short. This one said long, so the entry here said 0.5638. The first take profit is 0.5751. That is to say, if the trade works to your favor, you'll be having your 40% profit. If it also hits 0.5807, remember the entry they gave us here is 0.5638. so if this coin should move from this price to this price, you're having your 40%. If it should move from this price also to this price, you're having your 60% profit. Okay, so these are the things I need us to know here. All right, so let's go. This is my Bybit account. You can make use of your Binance, you can make use of your MESC, Gate.io, depending on the centralized exchange you like using. So I'm clicking on my trade now. I just clicked on my trade interface. All right, so when you click on your trade interface, you need to observe some things. As a future trader, you need to make sure that your future here is highlighted, that is shining white. Okay, that's my own use on features. That is why it's highlighted. If not, if your spot is highlighted, just quickly change it to features to get the best interface for your trading. Okay, so now this is my best thing. This is my interface for trading. So what do I need to do? I'm going to look at the signal they gave us. The signal said AVNT, that we should long it. What long simply means is that the analyst predicted that in the next 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, depending on market structure, that AVNT will appreciate, is going to appreciate, and you make money. Okay, so now that is why they gave us long. If you have short, it means that the analyst is saying that in the next 15, 20, 10, depending on the market, that the AVNT is going to depreciate. Once it depreciates, you also make money. That's futures trading for you. As a future trader, you make money when market is going up and also when it's going down, if you get the best prediction. All right, I want to place this trade now. They said AVNT. To place my trade, I'll have to click on this space here. Whatever coin you have here, tap on it and select your AVNT. Okay, I'm selecting my AVNT now. I can decide to scroll up and look for AVNT, but to save my time, I'll just come and click up here and type AVNT and it will pop up immediately. So I'm type in my AVNT right away. AVNT. Now if you type your AVNT, you have two options. I already told us. Once you have options, more than one option, like options like this, you're going to look for the one that has USDT perpetual attached to it. Look at it here, and that is the one I'll be choosing now. Okay, perpetual means you're trading on futures. I just selected it, and the next is to choose the mode which I want to trade. You can either choose your mode as I selected or cross. I already told us cross, you have the chance to instruct the trade to make use of the money in your wallet. No matter the amount you have, cross will make use of it and be rotating with it until you make profit or until you lose. Yes, depending on the market. Okay, but isolated cannot touch the money that you have in your wallet. It can only work with the amount you give. Okay, so as a beginner, I recommend isolated mode. Okay, so now, but I'll be using, for the purpose of this video, I'll be using cross. All right, so the next is your risk management. Very important. As a beginner, don't risk more than 5x. Risk what you can afford to lose. Okay, so don't gamble because the signal said 20x, 30x, 50x. That doesn't mean everybody will be using it. We'll have top traders that can use even 50x and they won't shake. But as a beginner, I advise you use 5x down. Okay, so for the purpose of this, I'll be using 5x. Yes. Okay, so now the next is to determine if you are to enter with market price or limit price. This is where you determine it. So how do you determine this? This is a very serious section for a future trader. Supposing a signal was dropped 30 minutes before you saw it, before you got the signal, it has already lasted for 30 minutes. So what do you need to do? You're going to look at the market price. Is the market price, this is what we'll call market price. Is this market price here compared with the entry price given in that signal? That will tell you if you should still enter with the current market price you're seeing, if you should jump into the signal immediately you saw it. Okay, so now how do we check it? The entry price they gave us for this AVNT was 0.5638. You can check the signal. It's in the signal group. Okay, so now what is the current market price there? The current market price there says 0.5944. And the instruction they gave us is to long it. So they asked us to long this AVNT at the price when it was still 0.56. Now the price is 0.59, and you don't want to leave the trade, you want to join others. So what you need to do is to change this market to limit. Why do you change to limit? You're changing to limit because you're going to give your own entry, you're going to give your own instruction. Okay, so now to give instruction, you're going to click here. This is the space where the instruction will be happening. Okay, so I'll click here where they wrote price excuse me, and I'll tell this trade, please, if this trade later drop back to 0.5638, which was the entry price, please help me and buy it and keep, even if I'm online or offline. So I'm going to type it here, 0.5638. Okay, so now what this means is that if this trade later drop back from 0.59 down to 0.56, your own entry will peak and you will join others. So others now, maybe they've taken their 40% in profit or 60% profit. The difference there is that if they pick you at this time now, as you're making your first profit, they are making their third profit. But it's better, instead of you to jump into markets when it has already gone far, and the market will now carry your money and be going up and down without giving you profit. It's better you use limit price. Okay, so after you finish giving this entry, now the next thing you're going to do is to tell the trade how much you want it to use. If you look closely here, I have $88, but I don't want to use this $88 for this AVNT coin only. I still want to enter with enter another trade with this money. So what do I need to do? I'm going to tell this trade, please, if you're opening this trade, use 10% of my money or even more than or less than. But I advise you don't use much, don't exceed 10% for now, so that you won't be under pressure to control your trade. Okay, so once you finish telling the trade the quantity you want, the amount of USDT you want to use, next is to set your take profit and stop loss. Is very, very important. This is where you set it. Okay, I'm going to click on this box here. It will give me this space to set my take profit and also to set my stop loss. Okay, so now the take profit they gave us, the first take profit, which is under 40%, was 0.5751. okay, now the next one should be our stop loss. Though this signal, they did not, the analyst did not add the stop loss, but we are going to add it so that it will learn more. Okay, that you will get to a stage as a beginner when they will just give you signal. You won't be expecting anybody to tell you what you add as your stop loss, but I'm going to add it now. Okay, the entry they gave us here, it was 0.5638, and they asked us to take profit at 0.5751. okay, so now our stop loss will be, we'll be looking at our stop loss at 0.55, maybe 61. Yes, because if we enter this trade at 0.56, if our trade start going well, we can take profit at 0.57, but if we start dropping, we are going to take our profit at 0.55. so I'm adding it now, 0.5561. okay, so this is our take profit. So now let me explain this to us. It means that if our trade, they ask us to long, so we're now longing. So if this trade dropped from 0.5638, we are going to make profit once it entered 0.5751. this is it here. Then if the trade start going against us, once it hits 0.5561, we are going to lose. Okay, then system will automatically perform the action for us even if you're offline. So having set this, the next thing is to click on your long. Remember the instruction given to us from the signal said we should long, so this is the long button here. You just click on long and confirm it. Okay, so once you confirm it, it's expected that you will see the settings you've already made. But why is not showing here, why the trade is not why you can't see it running, is because we use market price, because we use limit price. So I'm going to use market price for us to see the difference. So if you look at the available balance I have now, you will notice that my money has reduced from $88 to $80, because I already used some to enter AVNT coin limit. Okay, so now look at the limit order that I gave. Look at the order that I gave here. If you scroll up, you will see it down. Okay, it's showing this way. Look at the order that I gave. It's showing this way because it have not triggered. Had it been I use market price, you will see it will automatically start trading and recording maybe profit or loss depending on market structure. Okay, so this is the order that I gave. You have this number 1 under this order because I used limit. So had it been his market, it will be in this position making money or loss for you. Okay, so now let me quickly set with market price. How do I set with market price? It's still the same thing. When you select your coin, choose your mode, choose your risk management, and this limit here, you're going to change it to market because you want to use market price. So now what does market price mean? Market price means a signal was given to you, you're okay with the price, you're okay with what the price of the coin, so you want to enter it market. You don't need to set any entry, you need to set any limit. Okay, so now we're going to enter this coin now at this particular market price. Remember, this coin has finished playing. I'm just using it for illustration. Okay, so now you want to enter market, you don't need to set anything. Once you select market, you go straight and tell the trade how much you want to trade with. Okay, so maybe you also use 10% of your fund to enter its market, and the next is just to go straight, click on your TP or SL, click on your TP or SL, and then set it. So I'm going to set it. But now, because this is market price, I won't be working with the TP we have here, so I'll be changing it. This is the market price here is 0.59, and I want to long it. So I will now tell market, please, if this coin appreciates from 0.59 to 0. Maybe 0.5950, please close and keep my profit for me. 0.5950, sorry. Then if the market decides to work the other way around and it drops down, instead of going up, it starts to drop down. Once it dropped down to 0.5546, please help me close the market and take the loss, the loss, and keep my remaining money for me. Okay, so even if you're offline or you're online, this operation must be carried out once it gets to your entry. So after you finish setting it like this, the next thing you're going to do is to click on long and confirm it. So now, because this is a market price trade that we entered, automatically when you look at this position, you will notice that we'll have one here. So for you to see how far your position has gone, you need to click on that position. Once you click on it, you will see that it's already trading. Okay, so look at it. I'm already on trade. This is market now, so it's on already. So that is why you can see these figures here. When you look at this, how do you know that you're making profit already? You know that you're making profit when you have this place, this red color here. When it turns to green, every green color shows you're on profit. Okay, look at it, it just changed now. So I'm making profit. Once it's red, it shows I'm losing. So whatever amount that is here that is in green color is your money, is your profit. Okay, so now supposing you open this trade now and you notice that you have like maybe $10, $2, $50, how many dollars, any amount of dollars you saw there, and you're okay with it, and it has not gotten to your entry, you want to close it immediately and take what you have at hand. What you need to do is to click on this close by here. Once you click on close by, you take the profit you have already. You must not wait for the entry you set. The essence of setting the entry is, if you're offline, if you're busy, you can't monitor your trade, let it trade and keep for you your profit, or if it's going negative, let it not go and take all that you have. Okay, this is just a simple way to place futures trade as a future trader. So I'll be closing this one now because this trade is not it has finished playing. So let me just close it. I'll click on close by. Okay, so even the limit that I set, I will also go and close. How do I close? I'll come and click on this order here. I'll close everything. I'll come and click on this order here and click on cancel. Look at cancel button here. So I'm going to click on this cancel button here to cancel all the trades, because it's just for an illustration. It has finished playing long ago. All right, thank you so much for watching.